Hey everyone, now we have another fun movie, the 1957 classic, Tammy and the Bachelor, starring Debbie Reynolds, Leslie Nielsen, and Walter Brennan. Now when Peter Brent, Leslie Nielsen, crashes in a Louisiana swamp, he is rescued by preacher John Dinwiddie, Walter Brennan, and his granddaughter Tammy Tyree, Debbie Reynolds. Now, Peter's in bad shape, but Tammy helps nurse him back to health. After he leaves, Tammy's grandfather is arrested for bootlegging, and he sends her off to stay with Peter and his family. Walking with her goat, Nan, she makes it to Brentwood Hall, where she falls asleep from exhaustion on the porch. Peter and his family, which includes his father, Professor Brent, Sidney Blackmer, his mother, Fay Ray, and his Aunt Rennie, Mildred Natwick, take her in. Now, Peter, much to his family's consternation, is trying to grow tomatoes in an attempt to make the farm self-sustaining again, while his mother is preparing for Pilgrimage Week to show tourists what things were like in the Old South. Now, Tammy kinda disturbs them with her plain ways and her refusal to keep quiet. She has fallen in love with Peter, but has competition from his girlfriend, Barbara, Mala Powers. Now, Peter's Aunt Rennie likes Tammy, however, and she encourages Tammy to stay on and help Peter out. Now, Tammy and the Bachelor, which ended up being the start of a movie franchise, really owed much of its success to the title tune. Now, the movie was based on the novel Tammy Out of Time by Sid Ricketts Sumner, but didn't start out as much of a success at the box office. Now, the title tune was written by Ray Evans and Jay Livingston, and was recorded by the Ames brothers for the opening credits, as well as by Debbie Reynolds, who sings it partway through the film. Now, unlike the movie's slow start at the box office, Debbie's recording pretty much took off. Now, the executives at Universal Studios pulled the movie from theaters, giving the song a chance to catch on, and then reissued the film to great success. A sequel was planned, but by the time they got to it nearly 4 years later, Debbie Reynolds, who for the first film was about 25 years old playing a 17-year-old, by that time she was about 30 and very busy, so they recast the role of Tammy with Sandra Dee for the next two movies, before casting Debbie Watson for the one-season TV series, which ended up having 4 episodes cobbled together for one final movie. Now, in spite of the fact that she was already leaning a little too old for the part, I still say that Debbie Reynolds is what makes this movie work so well. I love watching how her character is able just to tell others what she thinks most of the time, especially since most of her observations tend to be correct. Of course, she is still a bit naive on some stuff, and that alone makes for some fun when she says some things that the adults misinterpret as innuendo. I know I don't mind the idea of just sitting and listening to her telling her story when all the tourists are listening during Pilgrimage Week. Now, there are some things with this movie that really don't work, such as how some of the characters kind of make light of slavery. Whether it be Aunt Rennie claiming that some of her paintings were done by slaves in an attempt to sell them, or making their black servant wear a slave bandana. Although, to be fair, the character doesn't like it, and Debbie's Tammy doesn't exactly like the look either. Still, I enjoyed seeing this movie multiple times by now, and it's one I have no trouble whatsoever recommending. Now, the movie is available on Blu-ray and DVD from Universal Studios, and is 1 hour and 29 minutes in length. Well, I think that's all I have to say on this one, everybody, so thanks for listening, and I hope you'll keep tuning in for more.